Yo, 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 what's going on? Look at y'all smiling and shit.
Because I knew
Happy
you said yo,
Thursday.
yo, like
What you mean?
that's your little tag thing. That's
It's my little
your little tagline. Yo, yo, yo.
I didn't know I had a little tagline. That's my groceries. I just did. I be doing Instacart now, so my groceries they calling me.
That is so lazy.
Hey,
I
I do it too sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
I
But
have
not for like, do
I
you
can't.
order like a full amount of groceries?
I order. It depends.
See,
It
full
depends.
grocery list, no. But like, you need like 2 or 3 items, and they need to be home by the time you get it.
I do
So
cases of water, so I don't gotta carry it. But
That's smart.
yeah.
I I be ordering a little bit of everything. Like I be been on the move so much I haven't really had time to go to the grocery store, but uh, we good now. So,
I'm not talking.
but everybody at home watching, you know what I mean? This is our live stream for the day. You know what I mean? What's the word live? I'm here joined with Bree Specific. Shout out Bree.
Hey y'all, we back again.
And we got the homie J Marie. What's going on with you?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's good? Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. All right,
Hey,
how y'all ladies week been going so far?
Her face says it all. She ain't even. She has no words.
I'm just here.
Yo, week been like that.
I'm just here.
Bree, but did you die?
That's why I said I'm here. Because clearly I didn't.
You just gotta be grateful for that.
I'm grateful for waking up
Yeah.
and having a roof over my head because I could be homeless and hungry and I'm not. But
That's good.
besides all
Shout out to that. You ain't homeless.
that, for sure.
Okay.
See, I had a joke, but you told me to quit joking on you in public, so I ain't even gonna joke on you today.
No, say it. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's do it.
I'm
Let's do
cool.
it, Cody.
He don't want the smoke. That's all that is.
I'm in a
He
good
don't
space
want it.
today, and I want
Let's
to
do
start.
it.
I'm in a good space today, and I want to start this show. So, all right. So I want to say about what been fucking with me this week. So I bought some shoes off StockX
Why?
because I didn't know. I don't really
You
be
didn't know. You don't keep up with current events.
not that type of shit, and them shit's fake. Like I threw them some shoes on, and the motherfuckers started falling apart after the first day I had them. And so, picture, I'm thinking like I went to the club. I'm thinking I'm drunk, and I probably like my shoe
I'm
snagged
finna
them.
fly.
So I'm like, all right, cool. Then I wore them again and walked around in them, and then I looked, the sole was coming off. Like
That's exactly what you did.
these
Wait.
motherfuckers was
Not the example though.
a peeling.
Okay, when you explained that, I thought it was worse than that though.
Nah, I used some glue to put them back on because I'm gonna probably work out in these bitches, just how to work out in them. But like this whole side right here where the glue at is like as you can see was coming off.
Dang.
It looked like it melted off.
Nah, that's the glue. I'll shoot you the picture. If I show you the picture, you'll be. But nah, they got me,
Oh
G. Like
gosh.
I
I
never.
never ordered from StockX. I ordered
And they,
Neither
from
have I, but I've always heard of stuff from about them, so that's why I've never ordered from them.
it's another site. I think it started with a G that I used to order
Goat,
from.
goat. I've
Oh, I
ordered
used to
from Goat before, and they have like I guess they supposedly check the shoes, authenticate them.
that's what
I don't know.
StockX. That's what StockX claim to do.
But
we been
StockX has a disclaimer on their site saying I think they have a disclaimer on their site saying that they got fake shoes. It's not. It's not they. Yes, this is a known thing. I don't know how you didn't hear about this. Your friends
it's
are
kind of like
terrible.
a
No, you
purchase
terrible.
it already.
Why you ain't tell me this? You fired.
Well, if I would have known you was ordering fake shoes from StockX, I would have told you. But
That's
Hey, hey,
you
not,
don't communicate with me like that.
you
So
don't keep
not
nobody in the loop. That's what
right,
happens.
you
no
should have hit the group chat like, "Yo, are these shoes fake?"
Exactly.
Not too much on Cody, okay? Chill out.
All right.
But no, they blew the shit out of me with that though. I ain't even gonna lie.
What's their
And then they talk about they don't want to give me my money back either.
That's the risk you take.
Who is that? Bree, that's you?
What?
Making that noise.
What noise?
Y'all ain't hear that feedback?
No.
That's from you, actually.
How y'all know it's from me? Because it ain't just do it again.
No.
Okay,
See, every time. Yeah, that's you.
I don't know what's going on.
Cindy, find her. She fucking up our broadcast.
Wow. Oh yeah, that is me.
Right. Wow. But outside of me ordering some fake sneakers from StockX, I did have an amazing birthday weekend. So shout out to that. Shout out to Taylor letting me host the listener session at Soho House. That was dope. You know what I'm saying? His return to hip hop. So, you know, that's, you know, he been doing alternative music for a while. So we've been in the studio for the past 2 months recording records and getting more so rap records. And it was dope because I guess a conversation him and I had was kind of the reason why he made this decision. So that was dope. So just to see all this shit come in. What's the word? Influation?
To fruition?
Yeah, that's it.
To fruition.
Did you say influential and fruition together?
Listen, man, I got my own dictionary. But it was dope. It was dope. It was a dope experience, and I think the best. Bree, mute your mic.
It wasn't me.
I think what was dope about it, I think what was dope was that seeing the reaction from the records and people actually liking the music, people fucking with the music. So I think that was really dope.
That picture is that's a real nice picture.
Bree,
you gotta frame that.
You can unmute your mic.
I'm scared to talk.
Hey, you know what's crazy, Bree? This is an event you ain't show up to either.
I came to your birthday party.
You had the nerve to post the video.
I had to go through floods from the west side. I had to sit on for an hour and then park my car illegally and put some hazards on just so I can attend your birthday party.
Ooh.
No.
So ungrateful. You so ungrateful.
You're so ungrateful.
I don't remember that.
He don't remember. He got selective memory loss.
It's okay. Let's not talk about all the birthday parties that you haven't been to for me. But that's fine.
Ooh, let's talk about it. No, let's not gonna talk about it. We're gonna keep the show rolling.
I think the back is coming from Cody.
I done took my mic out. I done did the computer. I don't know why is it doing that.
It's not me, is it?
I don't think it's you.
No.
I don't know what we getting the feedback from. Somebody's definitely Cody. Wow. Well, Seal, if you was here to do audio check, we'd have been good.
Ooh.
The blame game is
He's
crazy.
He's just shooting his shots today. Like, pow, pow.
No, I miss y'all.
Big Seal. You gotta chill. We got like 20 more days with her.
I miss y'all though, but speak of shots. Speak of shots. Let's go into these court cases and what's
terrible.
The court cases.
Yeah. What's your boy?
What court case you got for which one you want to talk about first?
I know the other dude got a soft spot in his heart for you, so you ain't gonna speak on him.
The other dude who?
G Herbo, you love him.
Oh, I do love me some G Herbo. But I'm confused about that. I'm gonna let y'all talk though, and I'll put in my.
It ain't confusing. It's regular Chicago shit.
It is, but the fact that you made a song about it and then took a plea, I don't understand that part. I was just so quiet.
What song did he make about it? Fill us in.
That statement song. He pretty much said he didn't do it.
Oh, that freestyle he put out a couple years ago. Once
right
he got
after
arrested,
that, everything happened. He said something about he ain't never been a fraud.
he said, "What he say? I ain't no fraud. I bought a school."
Yeah, how I catch a case? We bought a school. Don't be fooled. Like you ain't have to do all of that, Herbert.
I mean,
Baby, Herbert back was against the wall, so
He should have made a song called "Plead the Fifth." I ain't talking about it.
you're wild.
they got too much evidence at this point. I feel like.
Yeah, I read it this morning. It's bad.
Yeah, but they said he'll probably only do like 1 to 3 years and then do probation. It's not gonna be like the full 20 years.
Yeah, he's gonna do probation. He has to pay a fine. So this is probably a lesson to everybody that want to be in the streets and do crime. Like if you do what's this, a white collar crime?
Yeah, wire fraud, identity theft.
Yeah, if you do all that type of stuff, you probably won't see no jail time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
That's the lesson. You probably won't see jail time.
Yeah,
well, I think the major issue is that he lied to the feds. Like
everybody lied to the feds.
Nobody
want to be Gunna, Jay.
Who want to get caught?
Right.
No.
Not Gunna. That's not.
But I forgot who it was, and they was on some type of thing, and they was saying like a guy, the Wall Street Trapper was in jail for something, and he was talking to a guy who did like was like doing embezzlement or something financial, and he told him like, yo, I can get out of jail and do the exact same thing and come back in here and be released, and you'll still be serving your time based off your crime. Like when you doing them violent crimes like murder, robbery, and stuff like that, the stuff that we normally known for in our community, you getting 10 to 20 to 30 years. You know what I'm saying? But when you doing stuff like tax fraud or like like scamming, they give you 10 years, but you can cop out and just pay a fine and come home. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's fine. It's like $142,000, but
it's like 150.
It was like millions sold, so I guess that ain't bad.
He gotta pay them back for the puppies he bought.
$10,000 he gotta pay that store back.
For some puppies
that he ain't even had. He never even received the puppies.
Baby, he was living a life, okay?
What give us background. What do you mean by the puppies? What puppies?
So he pretty much they went and tried to buy some puppies. It wasn't him, it was I guess whoever he was working with. They went to Michigan to buy some I think they were Yorkies.
It was designers.
Yeah. And so pretty much the guy gets there, they wanted proof that it was Herb buying the puppies. Herb sends them a DM saying it's him. And so they end up buying the puppies. It came back. The guy had them, whoever it was that picked them up, he had those puppies. And pretty much it came back that it was a stolen card that they paid them with. So Dude had the puppies. Herb never even received them.
He bought the puppies for dude.
Oh, I didn't know if it was for him, but I know, yeah.
Yeah. I thought Ari got one of those dogs.
I don't know about that girl.
No. I don't think they're one of the dogs.
No, yeah, the dude had them. I think he had both because they were talking about him selling one or something like that.
So do they take the dog back too?
No, they ain't take the dog. Them dogs probably gone. He sold them dogs.
That's insane.
Well, at the end of the story, man, I'm glad Herb is not going to do any jail time. We probably finna get a fire album. He had dealing with coming home. He ain't got to worry about going to jail. He's single, so I mean, he had the best summer.
Not single.
So we probably finna get a dope fire album. G Herbo.
Let's hope so.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? So I'm ready for it. I'm ready. I want to hear his verse on this Liquor Store record. I just seen a little blessing just
I heard it.
Is it hard?
It's cool. Travis Scott went nuts though. Travis Scott went crazy, but I heard it before they put Bia on it. I haven't heard the Bia record. Well, Bia on it.
I want to hear. I mean, I've been not trusting Bree ear as of late because she's been telling me certain stuff been good and ain't really been good.
What have I besides that Kingpin record? What have I told you?
Why would you put my man's name on a lie? That's crazy.
That's
That's crazy.
That's what you're referring to.
But we gonna switch over to the next topic.
I like the record though.
We gonna switch over to the next topic.
I like the now. Let's talk about it. I like the record.
Wow, that's crazy. Wow, that's crazy. You
I like the record.
That's crazy.
I should tell you who said they ain't like the record.
We gonna Jay, I'm gonna let you take over for this YNW Melly trial.
Oh my gosh, this case has been crazy. Like, so when they first started out doing the case, pretty much it was like thousands of pages. They're trying to prove that this, first of all, the prosecutors had like, I feel like an uphill battle with trying to prove that it was actually did the crime, because they had no gun. They barely had any DNA evidence besides like DNA on a car. And like it was just like, it seemed like they had like circumstantial evidence, but nothing actually tying him to the actual murder. Now he's on a death penalty trial right now for killing his two best friends. So I don't know, based off of what I've seen throughout the case, I feel like it's 50-50. I feel like the prosecutors did, do a okay job with trying to prove. I think everything surrounded around like the one thing that they had tying him to the case would be they found his cell phone is, I guess people would say that it's admitted of guilt. He sent a text message to one of his friends saying, "I did that." So I don't know if that, like, if he was talking about killing them, what that meant, but that's something that they brought up in court. Another thing was they see him leaving the studio, right before the murders happened. They try to stage it as a drive-by. Prosecutors are not buying it. So it's going to be really interesting to see like what the verdict is. The defense and the prosecutors gave their arresting statements today. So I think the prosecutor did a really good job of tying all of the evidence together for the juries. I don't know, man. I feel like if I'm looking at it based off of what the prosecutors said, it's a good chance he might stay in jail or, the death penalty.
Okay.
You said what?
It's giving death penalty for sure.
Okay, but this is my question, y'all. What, like, do y'all believe in the death penalty? Like, do you feel like it should be? I feel like personally that the death penalty should only be in cases of like, if it's a really brutal crime with like involving children or like people who are like vulnerable. I don't know. That's personally me. What do y'all think?
I don't believe in the death penalty at all. I feel like the Bible says thou shalt not kill. So who are any of us to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to sentence you to death? Mm-hmm. Even though they've been doing it for thousands of years.
Yeah.
Times, all that stuff, but I don't think that it should be up to us to take somebody else's life, regardless of what laws are in place or what society we've come up in. I thought it was interesting that they were saying that they didn't find any like DNA from Melly in the car or like any type of like blood DNA from him, or they said that they tested some DNA that was on like the passenger seat, like door handle.
Yeah.
It's the first time it came back not to be his, and they tested it again, and they said it's still not his. So I don't know.
The thing that got me too with this case is that like they never looked for his clothes. Like they never looked for anything that could possibly like link him directly to the murder. The witness that the defense brought up, they only brought up one witness, which I personally think it was probably not a good idea for them to just bring up one witness. But they brought up one witness pretty much who said that they pulled up, that he did get in the car where the murders happened, but that they pulled over and he got out the car. And the reason why they were able to pin his phone to the murder is because they went and did like some type of investigation on where the phone was pinned off the towers. And so pretty much the witness was saying that he got out the car, and when he got out the car, he left his phone in the other car, which is why they were pinning his phone.
That's cat.
So I don't know.
basically,
I
shorty
mean,
booked.
what I will say is they really did a good job with coaching that witness, because that witness was like directly answering the questions. He didn't seem like he was lying while they were examining him.
Is that
And
the
like,
one who said
huh?
that? Is that the one that said that Melly was with them? Like they all found out about
Yeah,
the murder.
yeah. But what I will say, you don't think so? The only reason why I said they did a good job with it, I mean more so of like coaching him on the actual like going up there, because when the directly asked him certain questions like towards the end of the examination, he looked directly at the prosecutor and then he looked at the jury. I don't know, I just feel like it was real dramatic, but I just feel like that was I don't know, I feel like it was good for him to do that.
My thing is that okay. I think the kid is gonna be found guilty, right? Should he not be found guilty? That's not on me. I'm not a juror. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not the judge. You know what I mean? Somebody lost a family member. Somebody lost their life. So somebody need to pay for it, right? I think my thing is, and I think it's the same thing with this thug case. Like, why these cases, like how they broadcasting these cases for television was like it's crazy to me, and I know they're gonna do like a documentary afterwards. Like, why can't certain shit like this just be done in private? Because if he get the death penalty, think about his family. Like, his family got to sit
Yeah.
there and see, be like, damn, we just watched my cousin, my brother, my son go through this trial, and then y'all sentenced him to death. Like
That was
broadcasted.
that was the thing that kind of like, this is why I said earlier, like, I'm too empathetic to be a juror, because I was watching his mom, and like as a mother like me, that broke my heart to see her just, she was nervous. She was kind of rocking back and forth. You could tell this is her baby. And yeah, we don't necessarily know exactly what, because the other thing is the investigators didn't really do a great job at proving that a drive-by didn't happen. They did not check all of the cameras in that area. The witness, when they first interviewed that witness that came on for the defense, pretty much the witness told him, like, I told y'all in the beginning of this investigation and when y'all questioned me the first time, that he was in the car, and nobody followed up with anybody else in that car. So I think that was kind of, on the investigation side, that was a little sloppy to me.
I agree.
I feel like going back to what Cody was saying, I just feel like it's just the culture of media right now. Like, we have to see everything. And if we don't see everything, then the people are going to want to know what's going on. They're going to ask for it. It's going to be a point where it's like, you have to, like, we've been releasing black men getting shot just on the internet. No disclaimer. Just how the internet was in the uproar because Carly, what's her name? Carly Russell. She didn't come out and make an official statement. They like, why she not talking? Why are we talking to a police officer at a press conference when we need to know what happened with her? Like, the whole world was trying to help find her, and now it's a possibility that she faked the whole thing. So we need to hear from her. So we just feel too inclined to know certain information about everything that goes on.
But to make a point, as far as them allowing cameras into the courtroom, I also feel like in certain circumstances they're needed because of prejudicial things that happen in our government with people of color. Like, we do need to know what goes on in certain, especially in high profile cases, only because what if there's if the cameras are not in the courtroom, what if something happens or the judge is not fair? Like, these are things that we have to think about. It's like almost like a double-edged sword, I feel like, or it's like you can't win in these situations because on one hand, yes, we want to be sensitive, but on the other hand, we got to think about the fairness that comes with these cases.
And I vote for fairness.
I agree.
So let's like, you made a good transition into, like, I wanted to transition into the Carly. Was it Carly Marie? What's the story?
Carly Russell, I think her name is.
Carly Russell. So let's transition to that story. You made a good point. So it's coming out that she might be lying. Like, but how can you?
That's insane.
All right, so it's like I'm gonna leave this up to y'all, right? Because at one point, if somebody been kidnapped, can you like? Don't you gotta believe like their story, right?
Believe they say believe the victim.
Right.
But it's
So
also some
what makes you go investigate if they're lying? So I'm gonna throw the floor to y'all.
just wanting to know makes me want to investigate. I was watching this story for the past week. Like, what's really going on? I feel like we need to hear from her. I feel like everybody else. We need to hear from her specifically. And in a part I am empathetic because it's like if she did go through all of this and they was feeding her Cheez-Its for 3 days and she felt like she was being abused and taken away from her family and she ended up having to fight for her life to get out. Like I am empathetic with her about that, but at the same time, us getting statements from police officers that are saying, "Oh, well, she's telling us A, B, C, and D, but everything not adding up." Like we need to hear from her, and I feel like the people need to hear her story because we were the ones that was out here pushing on the internet. We were the ones out here praying for her, making sure her family, trying to see if her family was good. Even her boyfriend put out a statement, but he ended up deleting his whole post about him thanking everybody for coming to find her. So I personally feel like she needs to say something. She can write something.
Yeah, I was gonna say writing something. Giving her that space because I do feel like if let's just say she was lying, there's no room for for me personally looking at everything on the internet and how everybody's making jokes and it's like we don't know what this girl was dealing with mentally from a standpoint of what if she is a victim, but on top of that it's like we don't know what she was going through. If she did stage this whole thing, what was she going through?
Like why did she stage it?
So I gotta before we get to are we done with the serious? Because I want to get to the funnies.
Come on, please.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
I want to make sure we get the serious. The people at home watching those shows, we got.
I feel like we can laugh about it now because she's alive.
No, but we still got to make sure
she's still going through.
It.
She's still going through like the backlash of that.
That's okay.
Okay, but what if she? Okay, wait a minute though. What if she wanted to? Like they said that there were certain things that they didn't want to speak about that she searched in her phone. What if some of that was like unaliving herself or something like that? And we're over here making jokes.
Well, speak on that. What did they find on her phone?
She was searching she was searching Taken 2, first off.
Do you pay for Amber Alert?
Yeah, she was searching how much do you pay for Amber Alert. She was searching how do you take money from a cash register, and it was something else about getting kidnapped.
No, it was a bus ticket, a one way to Nashville from Alabama.
Yeah.
So it seems like she was researching how to fake a kidnapping.
Set this up. Yeah.
Okay.
She was trying to be gone. Whatever was going on in her life, she was trying to
get out
of there.
She's trying to be Gone Girl for real, like the movie.
Yes, for sure.
Okay.
Do y'all think anybody helped her if she did stage it? Do you think anybody helped her?
I don't think nobody helped her. I did see a theory that was saying she was going to get an abortion. She didn't want to.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, because that brings to me the toddler. Like, where's the toddler that they saw walking on the side of the road?
There was never no toddler. They know that for sure.
If there was, the toddler was bait, and they took the bait back. So the toddler is back with the parents that be dangling the toddler so they can get people to kidnap. That was my theory before they said that she disappeared.
Yeah, but they
thought somebody was going like, "Yo, this go my kid," and then once you pick up the kid, the kidnappers come grab you.
Yeah, and they grab the kid too. The kid is the bait.
You miss you blowing my mind. All right, so how is the kidnapper the bait? How's the kid the bait? Like this, the kidnappers got a kid, and they put their kid on the road. And they put the kid on the road, and then you watching like there's somebody kid. You go pick up the kid, and the kidnappers come pick up you.
And the kid, you and the kid going with the kidnappers.
But the kidnappers already had a kid if they're using it as bait, right?
Yes.
So pretty much so she said that there was, I think it was like two people with her, a man and a woman. So if one of them grabbed her and the other one grabbed the kid. Like,
They
So
threw
this
her
wasn't her
in
kid.
huh?
huh?
It's not her kid.
That's not who kid.
Carly.
I know that. I'm
Never
saying.
her kid.
Wow, this is crazy.
He didn't
You
pull up
thought it was her
her
kid?
kid on the side of the road. There was a kidnapper's kid. It was a random kid. But because she's a nurse, I feel like because she's a nurse, she was a little empathetic. Empathetic is probably the word of the day today. She was a little empathetic, like, dang, it's a kid on the road. Let me pull over and see what's going on. Because why is this toddler walking down a dark road?
Mm.
It was never her child. She wasn't outside looking for her child.
So let me ask you this: who you think pulled it off better, her or Jesse Smollett?
Just nah.
Nah.
We can't
You
tell
know what
that.
though? Jesse did, turn out his acting skills when he went and did that interview and he was crying.
I think it's too early. We hear from her first. Yeah, well, she has to do an interview. If she do an interview,
I mean, the girl did take her wig off and throw it.
Cause who's gonna?
She took a wig off during the interview and threw it.
No.
Her wig. When they came to the scene of the crime, they found, I think, her phone, her wig, and something else.
Her car was running too. Her
And she had
Mercedes-Benz was
$150 in
running.
her top.
Yeah.
I'm reading these are like some top 10 facts, right? So one, July 13th, the police obtained Google searches from Carly's phone days leading up to her disappearance. That's the searches that y'all spoke on. Two, the Google searches include how much does an Amber Alert cost, bus tickets from Birmingham to Nashville, the Taken movie, how to take money from a cash register without being caught. That's crazy. Three, Carly left work that night, July 13th, with a bathrobe, toilet paper, and other items. She traveled to Target, purchased snacks, and none of these items was found on the scene. The next day, July 14th, the federal local agencies, the community search parties with K9 searched for Carly and the toddler. Damn, this toddler keep coming up. And the search came up empty. July 15th, surveillance shows she walked alone to her home and later to the hospital where she was provided a brief statement. She provided a brief statement? Okay, did give a statement. Carly's statement says she was abducted by a man with orange hair and a bald spot in his back.
The back of the head, Cody, not a bald spot in his back.
Okay. She was taken to a home where a woman played with her hair. She states that she was stripped naked and believes the photos was taken of her. She states that she was able to escape and return home, and she does not remember physical or sexual contact. You know, you want the shock, you probably brain, so I get with that. Police say Carly had over $150 of cash in her sock when she returned home. That's what she stole from the cash register, allegedly. That's why I'm trying to put it together. You know, you got to be the internet. You got to be like detectives. The police have, huh?
Go ahead.
Police have not been able to locate the missing toddler. No one can find this toddler.
Candace Owens was the only person, and I don't even rock with Candace Owens, but she was the only person that was advocating for this toddler all weekend. She said, "Y'all trying to find this girl, but where's the toddler at?"
That's what I want to find, the toddler.
That's why I feel like she lying. There is no toddler. There was no toddler. There was no kidnapping. Even the video footage that they put out of like her car like pulling over, like they said they never saw anybody like get kidnapped. Nobody came in like grabbed her. So what happened?
Yo, it's two things I need the black community to find out. We need to find the toddler.
Ain't no toddler.
And we need to find out the rope or Jesse.
Wait. So let me bring up a point though.
Huh?
Let me bring up a point though. Remember when I asked, and I just thought about this. Remember when I asked if somebody helped her? The video shows someone, like another car ahead of her. It was a gray car. Remember the trucker called about it? So now somebody could have just said this, but apparently an abortion clinic called and said that two men were with her in a gray car saying that she just had a procedure done and she looked just like Carly.
And I don't know if that's true though. Because usually if you have those procedures done, you bleed a little bit after. So by the time she got back home,
they would have known through the medical.
They would have known.
Yeah, that's right.
They would have known she got an abortion. They would have. I hope they did like a rape kit on her, since she said she don't remember if there were any physical or sexual abuse. I hope that they did some type of rape kit on her, and it would have came out throughout that. Yeah, she had an abortion, or she got raped.
This is crazy though. If you really think about it, she is lying. This woman went through a whole rape. If they did a rape kit, they went through a whole rape kit on her. Like, think about how invasive that is. Like, they all up in you.
It ain't worth it. It's not worth lying. You should just did it. I think she didn't think that everybody would have been looking for her.
So you think she just like, now it's like to the point where it's gotten so big she got to keep up with her lives. So she just was at the hospital letting them do all types of stuff to her.
Pinocchio.
That's crazy.
Wow, that's crazy.
But if it's not, I feel for her. But if it is, nonsense.
Like it's just thoughts and prayers to everybody involved, right? I'm just say thoughts and prayers to everybody involved,
and to the toddler,
especially to the toddler. You know what I'm saying? We got to find the toddler. Where's the baby?
Yeah. I empathize with her a little bit. If she is going through some mental stuff, that's a lot.
Jay, you empathize with everybody.
I know. I'm emotional.
Just as a mother, we don't have kids, so I be looking at her like, you capped. Like,
you should have been on R. Kelly. You should have been on R. Kelly. You should have been on R. Kelly jury.
Like, you had me on this TV looking crazy. Like, this is not okay. I'm finna whoop you.
Well, because you want to be on R. Kelly jury, you should be on his jury. He was fighting.
No, that's a different. I don't empathize
for my life.
Nah,
we go his jury.
No.
I ain't doing this stuff.
But we gonna transition to, since we talking about jail.
Jail going on this week.
It's not even we got a special guest breaking in, so I want to bring in our special guest. Young man, award-winning journalist and photographer, my homie, and brethren in the media. Can y'all give a round of applause for the homie Mark?
Mark! Shoot your Mark.
Oh, he having technical difficulties, man. He on that. You gotta get a better Wi-Fi, man. All right. So while we waiting on Mark to come in, this is another topic that's been trending on social media. It's actually got our social media page going crazy. So it's about working out in the gym. So the young lady had on some, you know what I mean?
Booty shorts.
Some booty shorts. It hugged the cheeks perfectly. You know what I'm saying? And
huh?
I mean, I like cheeks. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm a man. I'm a man. I like cheeks. Pause. And it sparked a debate on social media. Should gyms start having dress codes? I know for a fact, working in the gym, I'm not going to the gym. They say, man, we can't take off our shirts, no matter how sexy all this look under here. I can't take off my shirt. So, you know,
that look like she's in a private gym though. Private gyms are different. I know some private gyms where dudes will take off their shirt, but even if they don't fully take off their shirt is like thin enough where you can just already see everything.
Okay, but see, the short thing. Okay, I feel like this. Those were really small to the point where it's like when you're working out, what if you get like booty juice on the seats and stuff?
What's the same thing as somebody getting sweat on the equipment?
I just feel like the pants or something break it. Like, I don't know. It was just something about that. But
I don't see no problem with it.
I just want to know how she comfortable though, because I don't
think she was comfortable. They were giving like
the lady parts is like there's no way that you was comfortable as a lady though. Like there's no way.
Hey man, every clout is a hell of a drug. People do things for clout. That's how I look at
Yeah.
it. So you just
But
Yeah,
gotta,
because she definitely looked at the camera.
she knew what she was doing.
Yeah, she did one of those. Look at me.
she just went viral. It's like the now she gotta learn how to capitalize it, like the Popeyes girl. Maybe you know what I'm saying Shaq gonna come to the gym next. You know?
You mean Home Depot?
She gonna win a free
Yeah.
year's worth of supply of free gym shorts. Extra,
I see
extra,
nothing
extra
wrong with it.
small.
I just feel like, yeah, at a point as women, you can tell when like your shorts are a little
Yes.
too short or too tight. But as far as like women wearing what they want to wear, y'all want to let some cheeks out, let your cheeks out.
Yeah, it's just,
I do
it's
feel like
just
the
too
gym is
real
more
comfortable.
it's inappropriate for that because you should be in the gym trying to lock in and like work out instead of trying to. Well, I don't know. Like the gym is the worst place to
Hey,
find love. I
why
don't
she
know
lock in and work out and wear the shorts that she want to wear?
because you distracting. What are
Distracted
you?
who?
What are you doing? Being what dudes say? Double cheeked up.
So I read a comment
Oh, this
that, and I
Wednesday
don't know how I
afternoon.
feel about the comment because it gives predatory. But what about like when women then complain about getting like harassed in the gym? Like, is there a line? Is there a line for that, or should it just be, men just mind
That's,
your business?
it's an ISO on Bree and Jay because I ain't y'all can 2-man that because y'all ain't finna give me the
No,
comment.
let's comment. Let's see what you guys say.
No, y'all ain't finna give me the comment on that.
I feel like regardless of what I'm wearing, it doesn't warrant you to make sexual comments. If you feel like, oh, I like the way she looking and I'm a little interesting, you walk up to me. If I deny you access, I deny you access. But sexual, like perverted
No,
comments,
see, I'm not saying that, more so of like that. What you're saying, it's like you've heard of women complaining like, oh, these guys, they keep trying to talk to me, they keep, but it's like, you look good.
you just gotta get used to it. But also a lot of women that say that they like that attention.
That's true.
They like the attention and they like complaining that they get the attention.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna carry back on. We're gonna carry on. So speaking of cheeks, videos in Cook County Jail has
Your
been
segues, yo.
The segue.
has
Speaking
been going viral and crazy because rapper King Lil J has some cheeks sitting on him in prison. He had them prison cheeks. So and that's like been trending on social media, along with the video of King Von telling the CEOs to move him from his current dorm or cell, such his blocks deck situation because he was homosexual. And then also another video of Von fighting a rival game member was released in Cook County Jail. So outside of the jokey jokes of you know what I'm saying, Lil J and all that type of stuff, and Von, I think I want to just I want to start with like who leaked the footage. Then we can get into the details of the footage. Like, why do y'all think this footage was leaked?
I don't know who leaked it. I don't even know how do people like get that. Like, are the CEOs like?
It's definitely the COs.
It has to be the CEOs. And why are they not getting fired or penalized for doing stuff like this? Like, that's insane.
I mean, I think it's the same for the same reason why they beat inmates up in jail and don't get in trouble for it. Like, we really gonna? They don't have respect for the inmates at all.
Yeah, I like watching jail shows. It's one of my guilty pleasures.
Make it make sense. We're talking about the videos in hand. Come on.
I think it's an invasion of privacy. I don't think they should put it out. But also, as far as King Lil J, sometimes people need to be touched. You have to be touched. Like your endorphins and your hormones, they have to like intertwine and like be released. You have to be touched. So that's the only way he can get touched. I don't blame him. Do I think he's gay? I wouldn't say he's gay. I wouldn't want to label him as gay. But if you want to be touched, you want to be touched. And but he was touched by somebody that looked like a woman. So I'm kind of trying to get this man the benefit of the doubt.
Hold up, though. They do have women COs. So I like that. what you saying is kind of like
Maybe
no.
he was just in a department where the COs wasn't going for him.
Plus, there already is rumors about him liking that stuff. Like they asked him.
Let's bring Mark up here, man, because
Well, let that man be
the way
fluid.
y'all segue into it is crazy. That's real crazy.
Because that's the topic at hand, and that's the main problem. Y'all don't ever want to talk about this part.
He got real uncomfortable.
So, Mark, we started off talking about Mark. How's it going, Mark? How you doing?
Hi, Mark.
Hey,
Hey,
Mark.
what's going on? It's hot as hell. All kinds of technical difficulties going on, and video cameras coming out of people, and murder mysteries, and from Mississippi, all kinds of stuff. It's a lot going on this week.
Where we going?
I don't know.
It's a lot going on.
It's a hell of a lot going on, and you just came in on a part of a conversation. We were just talking about the video, King Lil J and the King Von, and they kind of breached over the whole leaking of the video. They went into him being gay and being touched. So,
y'all so immature.
We talked about who leaked it. It's pretty much
the COs. It's definitely the COs.
Yeah, because even when you look beyond Cook County Jail and a lot of places like Jacksonville, all across it, a lot of these jails, it's all kinds of. You hear all kinds of stories about COs getting arrested for smuggling and all kinds of stuff, and they don't make a whole lot of money and things of that nature. So, I mean, I've got yesterday, even I was out of Bishop, I made a lot of different phone calls to a lot of different people I know, and it's a lot of that type of thing going on, and even and it's been going on for a while, quiet as it's kept, because I've watched all across the YouTube spectrum, and it's all kinds of arrest videos getting out there, and all kinds of just videos, that stuff in Cook County Jail, and even like the arrest videos of all kinds of rappers getting leaked. And rumor has it is that it's supposed to be some more videos coming out that are arguably more salacious than
From who?
what we've seen.
So why haven't they? Why is no one in these departments making sure these videos don't come out?
What I do know, I talked to Trenches News recently. What I do know, shout out to Trenches News.
Shout out to
what I know, it's illegal. So what I do know, based on from what I've researched and everything like that, that this is illegal. This is unethical. What's happening here? I wouldn't be surprised if this was any violation of any human rights, because everybody I've talked to about this situation, like that's a private facility and there is no public camera. That's not supposed to happen. You know what I mean? So from what we know, and I'm looking into this myself further, there may be some consequences behind this that we may, depending on how publicized this gets, depending on how big this gets. There may be some consequences and repercussions of this. This does need to change, though, because this feels unethical and inhumane. And I regardless of what people may feel about Lil J, I don't think he had the right to be exposed in this manner. And I think to have people, what bothers me in rap right now, even with the whole Gunna situation, even, why are y'all turning on him but not turning on the criminal justice system that put people in these situations in the first place? Not to say that these people don't put themselves in this situation, but it's like, at what point will we get to a place where, hey, y'all, this criminal justice system is intentionally putting these people against each other? You know what I mean? Whether or not, I mean, obviously, I don't know if they care too much about Lil J and things of that nature, but it's like, this is being allowed to happen for some reason. I want people to think about this. All these tapes, and even going back to the Gunna situation, how that got leaked. People need to understand that this is happening for a reason. Whether it may be people getting money behind it or something, I don't believe in putting no conspiracies out there because I don't know what's what.
I think that's the exact reason why this is happening, for the money.
Yeah, Yeah, and it's like people need to really just cut all that little bullshit out, whatever it may be. Get the fuck off the internet and just see and pay attention to what's really going on. People was out here getting money on tarnishing people images and stuff like that, and I don't think that's productive to just be all now legit. Now, not to say that he was out here denying it, making him sound like he was something big, you know what I mean, like that, obviously, and that. But at the end of the day, like, these tapes that are going out in this way is unethical, it's illegal, it's violent, and that goes to the Vaughn situation, and that goes to the Vaughn situation, even though those are two entirely different contexts. Like, this is unethical, this is exploitive, and something really needs to be done about this in some
And he's not here
capacity.
to defend himself. Like, we gotta stop putting Vaughn in the news for certain stuff.
Nah, facts. I do want to speak on something that Mark was just talking about because and I can lead a panel here to elaborate more. Um, but like we got to start thinking about when you release this type of information, what it can do to. We talked about in the Melly situation. What are you doing to these people's families? You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
you don't know if these people got kids. You don't know what they got going on, and you're releasing that they uncle or their daddy or my son is in jail being gay. Granted, it's 2023. Your sexuality is your sexuality, but bullying is real. You know what I mean? And now that you put,
Yeah, these kids out here listening to that music, they hear what's going on. They see all these rappers talking about them and all that, and how you think gonna take that? What if you had like Cody, y'all? What if y'all had like a Bree? Like, what if y'all had like every rapper going in on you, and your kids listen to that? You got your kids got to come home to like just all that type of stuff, and Cody got big lips. Everybody talking about Cody big lips or whatever, and just you
pause
know.
here.
Oh, we don't say pause around here. We don't say pause around here, man.
All right, Diddy. You gotta
But
pause here.
Okay,
but
definitely big pause.
y'all niggas, wow. All
But
bullshit, but
but nah, that's real though. Like we gotta start thinking about that. That's real. Like that's trauma in itself. You gotta think about it. If I'm in jail, and y'all just leak the tapes about me and how that's gonna make me like I'm already full of frustration and rage because I'm in here. So now I'm gonna just be hurting inmates. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Hurt COs because you know who put it out.
Yeah, now you gotta hurt the CEOs. Now you gotta like
Feel like you gotta prove yourself, little mom.
like where's the rights though? Like that's what we gotta start thinking about. Where's the rights? Okay, I'm in prison, but when do I get my rights to what I mean, to still be humane? Like I
Mm-hmm.
still want my business to be my business. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like Cook County Jail is probably one of the worst places in America when it comes to human rights and
Mm.
human rights violations.
But on a lighter note, maybe King Lil J is like he could become an advocate for everybody else in jail that feels like, I just want to be me and get touched by who I want to get touched
That's
on.
not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen.
Maybe the video was AI.
That's wild.
No, he tried to say too that the tattoos didn't match, but that looked just like his tattoos in that video, even though it's a little grainy.
So let me ask you this. And I'll get because I do want to go to the Vaughn situation because everybody was like, "Yo, Vaughn was talking about he was gay, but really he was trying to get more."
He was trying to get let him say
Yeah,
what he gotta say.
you could see now that situation. You could see through like a wet t-shirt, man.
Yeah, it's not that
You
deep.
know what that is. You know what that man trying to do. He trying to get that. You know what I mean? You know what that situation is on Call of Paint. You know what I'm saying? As
Yeah,
hard as Vaughn was going for the women outside of here, you know that man.
yeah, Vaughn wasn't trying to get beat up. That's what that was. Like,
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like, and that goes to the sensationalism of Vaughn because it's like going back to the documentaries and why people are so interested in Vaughn in the first place and why people would say, you know what I'm saying? Because people know that if they sell this Vaughn tape, it's gonna go crazy. And he got a new album out, fire new album out too, called Grandson. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Right, and the tapes came out right after
At the
the
same
album
time.
dropped.
Mm.
Mhm.
So
So it's like, yeah, so it's like it's a money game that people are playing with people images and people, you know what I mean, all types of shit. And I don't think that, you know, regardless of people's opinions about either of the two, they still don't have the right to have that happen to them. And I think that these people's families should look.
Oh, treated.
I think these people families are looking into it too. Mark just logged off of those what he's about to say. Get into the jokey jokes though of the situation. Ladies, I want y'all to elaborate on this. Do you think you can date a man that has sex with other men?
Oh my gosh. No. Not but I was scrolling online the other day and it said that they were saying that supposedly people think that most men are actually bisexual. I don't
I
know
don't
how
think
true that
men are
is,
actually
but you said what?
I don't think most men are actually bisexual. I don't think that.
What if they just like to be touched, Bree?
If you like to be touched, I feel like you should just come out and say I like to be touched. Okay. I wouldn't say most men, but
Yeah.
a good majority, yes, because it's kind of. I feel like this is how I look at it because
That's crazy. Getting touched. That's crazy.
Get touched.
you have to get
Spirit finger.
okay.
Let me
You
stop.
have to
Let me
get
stop.
touched. You have to hug your friends, hug the people that you love. You know, hug the people
But what
that
that got to do with somebody sitting on your lap, though?
is still a form.
Let's take it off him.
Okay. I think a lot of men are sexually fluid, or I think if a lot of men have tried it, they enjoyed it. But
Wow,
you know,
that's crazy.
it's egos and things that goes into that, so that's
Because, like,
fine.
what's the difference? My question is, oh, maybe that's not political. I was just gonna say, like, what's the difference between, I've heard of people a part of the LGBTQ community say they tried the opposite sex and they realized that wasn't something that they liked. So I don't see no different. Yeah, I mean,
So if you dating a guy,
no,
Jay,
no,
and he tells you,
no,
you know what, I tried to have sex like on Issa Rae Insecure, like dude say,
no.
yeah, me and the guy went down on each other, I didn't like it, so I'm back. I like girls now.
If somebody tell me that, I will be what's the word today? Empathetic.
Open.
I'll be open.
You would be
I'll be open to
open.
that. But
So
if you tell me like that's not for me, I'm strictly like women, I'll be open to that. If you tried it and it didn't work out, cool.
I think too, a lot of us, I don't know, like I've heard stories of women say they didn't know. So like then it also comes like my thought process is like we might have at some point encountered somebody who has and we just didn't know it.
That too.
That's possible. I
A
mean,
lot of men are the DL.
but the answer is no. Not for me. Not knowingly, anyways.
Yeah.
interesting.
That's a bit much.
If you liked it, if you liked it, I probably wouldn't. But if you come out and tell me that you tried it, you confided in me and told me that you tried it and it didn't work out, I'll be open to it.
What if he don't do he's never done anything, but he's watched like videos of it and he liked that?
I mean, I have too. Not of men. I think looking at men.
Well, that's, yeah, I mean,
Like
yeah.
of my same.
They say women do that a lot, though. That they do. So I don't know.
Right. I mean, if you
Cody over here, like, I don't know. That ain't my nah.
No, I mean we in 2023. I feel like you have the ability and the right to like and watch anything you want to watch.
Absolutely.
I just want to get y'all perspective on it. If your man told you like, yo, I used to be getting bent over and getting Dino, I don't like it no more. I now want to bend you over and get you Dino.
I've been delivered.
I got a question though. Okay, so like, remember when Bree, you said maybe he just like. I'm just going back to it because my thought is like, what about the people that have been in prison for like 10, 15 years and that's all they had? That's the only thing that they could have did to like
I wouldn't
release
date
some
nobody that's
feelings.
in prison for that long. But also,
Do you okay? What if they come out and they
for them
completely
too.
straight?
Huh?
What if they come out and they're like they only did it when they in prison, but when they come out they completely straight?
It depends on what you did. Like, were you a top? Were you a bottom? Did you just get hit? I need details.
Bree, you very open minded. I love it.
I need more men on this show. I really do.
Because if you was a bottom, I'm gonna be like, nah,
y'all. Song of the summer.
Like you could dominate them. You don't like that?
No, I don't want to be the man. I don't want to dominate. Like,
so that's a good question. So you know how like Ford was getting pegged? Would you be cool with him like pegging your dude?
No, because he's.
I
will not peg my dude. No, I'm not pegging. I'm not pegging my dude. Peg is a weird word anyway. Peg.
That's what they said on the internet. They call it peg.
I know it's probably weird.
It's a no for me too.
I'm not pegging a man.
Cause I wouldn't ask you. No.
That's crazy. Oh, this is crazy. So what? Man, we could just change subject. Song of the summer. Let's bring Mark back in for the song of the summer, because he covered his hop and music. So let's bring Mark back in. Song of the summer. That's crazy.
I think I'm gonna talk about Lil Baby.
You say you want to go over the Lil Baby? We can go over Lil Baby.
Were we gonna talk about that?
Yeah, it was on the thing. Lil Baby canceling some of his tour dates, and Kid Leroy canceling out on dropping out the tour. This was kind of surprising to me, because I would think Lil Baby has reached to a heights where
that wouldn't happen no more.
It wouldn't happen to him. But he don't got no slaps out right now, and I don't see Lil Baby as an arena artist. So, and then look who he got on to tour with him: Kid Leroy, all them
QC.
Them Juice WRLD records ran out, so he ain't really got no slaps.
Mm-hmm. So, you got gloves.
Yeah,
tour.
I think too, you got to look at who is on tour right now. People are spending their whole life savings to go see Beyonce and Drake. Like, are they really gonna spend a couple $100s to see Lil Baby? Like, let's be real.
On top of everybody has a festival. Why do you want to tour during the summer?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is having. Mary J. Blige had a festival with Pepsi this year. We got Made of America. We got Lollapalooza. Rolling Out is damn near going to every state in America.
Not to mention the overseas tours too.
Everybody has a festival, so I get it. But it's like, why do you want to tour when like Drake, Taylor Swift, Beyonce, 21 Savage, all of them are like taking over the summer? SZA is going on tour again. Chloe Bailey is going on tour again. Like, and then everybody want to do these second legs. Future is about to do a whole nother tour from the One Big Party tour. It's gonna be his third leg.
I think with Lil Baby, I think this was more so of QC like trying to like, because QC ain't really got nobody right now.
And I feel like they just trying to do.
They trying to like, they're really trying to still get their imprint on like, we still QC, and get ours out there, and it didn't work.
Do you think it would have worked if they did like, you know how like back in the day they used to do like the label tours where it'd be everybody on the label going? You think that would have worked for them if they would have had like the City Girls on there, you know, and just did like one big tour?
City Girls ain't got no slaps. What I think should have happened, I think personally, I don't think Dirk. I think Dirk and Baby, they should have went on tour again with each other. And I think it should have been like Dirk, Baby, Bag. It should have been like you remember back in the day when they had like the tours when it was like the Jay-Z, the DMX, like all the heavy hitters on one stage. I think they should have did that. But it seems to me like ego is gonna get in the way. Who's gonna be the headliner? All of them feel like who bigger and better.
And technically, you're not gonna make as much if you're touring with other big artists as big as you.
Yeah, that's the thing too.
You can make a
prices have been crazy.
You can make a
That's what
better
I was gonna say.
experience, though.
People spending their life savings on Beyonce. You think they really gonna
Prices
spend?
has been crazy. I thought Beyonce was crazy. SZA, I think her second leg at the United Center, the top of the top it starts at like $308.
Yeah, she's on second leg too. That's crazy on this album. I mean, the album was crazy. But I would have loved to see Bag, Kodak, Baby, Glorilla. You know what I'm saying? I would have loved to see them on the tour. You know what I mean? I think that would have been decent. It would have been hot.
Yeah.
It'd have been lit.
I think it's a little disappointing because I mean he's still doing certain stops, but like I feel like Tiana Taylor is like amazing when it comes to producing people tours and like just the creative direction that she put into it. So I think it would have been dope for him to keep the tour just so like everybody could. Because I
See,
thought I was more hyped when they said Tiana Taylor had got behind and they announced that he was going on tour.
One of the comments that I read when they were talking about this was, that he doesn't put on a production. Like, people are going to spend money if they know that the show. Look at Travis Scott. Travis Scott is going to put on a production. Beyonce's going to put on. Even Drake, like, now you see the stage that Drake had and like what he did. So I think now. So my question is, do you think concerts are now changing? Because before you could go on stage, do you think it's going to change a little bit on what the fans are going to expect moving forward from artists?
I think so because me seeing Lil Baby before, I feel like Lil Baby depends a lot on his dancers. And I mean a lot of artists depend a lot on his dancers, but Lil Baby and like Moneybagg, they got the same type of tempo when it comes to performances, and it's like I'm not even watching y'all perform. I'm watching them compared to other artists where it's like, okay, it's a whole production. So
It's
that's
experience.
why exactly. That's why I was excited when they said Tiana Taylor got behind it to do the creative direction because y'all saw what she did with Summer Walker. Summer Walker never used to do nothing. She had a whole production down.
Well,
she's in her production bag.
Shout out to Baby, man. I wish Baby the best of luck on this tour. I'm actually a Lil Baby fan. I would like to go see him live or go see him in performance soon.
He's still coming to Chicago.
Yeah, I got the email, so I might pull up. But shout out to Baby, shout out to Tiana Taylor holding it down. Jay, I know you're gonna be out there with her next weekend, so
yeah.
I can't wait till we recap that. That's gonna be dope.
Harlem Festival of Culture. If you're in New York and you're watching, get your tickets. Get your tickets. It's gonna be dope.
For sure. And just check out that amazing article that Jay just wrote on Yvonne McNair. You know what I mean?
The curator of the festival. She's a dope event producer, 2-time Emmy nominated producer. Y'all go read that article. And it's gonna be a dope festival. They're bringing it back too. It used to be a festival. I think it's like 55 years ago they did it, and then it's been a long time. They're bringing it back, so it's a part of history, Harlem history that's gonna be made. So it's gonna be dope.
That's dope. Go read that article on what's the word.tv. That's the website, or go to any of our social media pages. You click the link in the bio, you will find it and you will see it. The very dope write up by ours truly J. Marie. I guess we was gonna talk about what we felt like with the song of the summer, but I guess we can skip that and go into just what everybody been listening to before we close out.
I guess I'll go. I've been listening to a lot of R&B, of course. I think her name is I don't know how to pronounce her name, but she signed to 1501. I found her on Apple Music like a couple days ago. Leela Samia, I think that's how you pronounce it. But she like one of the first R&B artists on 1501. She just dropped a project. She got a song called Boomerang that I've been playing a lot. Who else? G. Rome just dropped Look at Cozy. It's dope. They played it on Power 92.
Ooh.
You stress me out. Other than that, Lil TJ just dropped. He got a song with Summer Walker that I like.
Okay.
I've been listening to.
All right, Jay, what you been listening to?
Man, I'll go back and forth. Some days I feel like I need to listen to some Spanish music, so
You
I'll
need
be
to speak
listening to
Spanish.
some
Bad Bunny.
bachata. Yeah. So Mike Towers is one of them that I listen to frequently. Anne Marie, that's my girl. I listen to Anne Marie every day. Every day I'm going to see her. Why you side eyeing me like that? Anne Marie's the goat. Don't play with me. You're a hater. Hater. Hater.
And Marie be whispering.
She just like, I feel like I connect with how she be. Let me stop before I incriminate myself.
I haven't gotten her.
You connect with
She's
it?
not the best performer.
Who?
Anne
Marie.
You said what?
I like her performances. Though she be doing her. It be giving Aaliyah. It reminds me.
I love her.
Hold
I
on.
She's so underrated.
You've seen her after 2019.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. She probably improved since then. Because I remember I saw her at Polo G's show, one of his first big shows, and right before the pandemic happened, actually 2020. And it wasn't giving what I was looking for.
And what was you looking for, sir?
That shit.
Well, we gonna have to revisit this when I go see her.
I'll see her again. I'll see if she. It was a while ago. So
okay, she be doing her dance.
She probably stepped it up, and
she does give Aaliyah vibes. She does.
Now, yeah. I would need to see her again for sure. I think, and I think we kind of need to be a little bit more harder on Chicago artists when it comes to these performances. I'm not gonna lie, especially these rap performances. We need to go ahead and get a little bit more harder on them because it's a lot. I think the women are going in a pretty right direction. I feel like the women are kind of actually perform like they give a damn. I think now obviously there's some growth and improvement, over time. But I think the women pretty much get, and a lot of the guys, like shout out DCG, pretty much the people that I'm supporting right now and I'm fucking with is pretty much that's giving the best shit, that's giving the best performances, that's making the best music right now are either from out west or a woman,
period,
or a queer person, or a rapper named Riochi, who's John Monopoly's artist.
Rico.
You fucked his whole name up, guys.
What's the pronunciation of
Rico?
Rico Shy.
Rico Shy. Oh, okay.
He said Riochi. Rico.
Ricochet.
That's what you've been listening to.
He's tough. That's the main. That's the main people.
That's how y'all Siri be asking, just be popping in when you be talking.
That's the main people I would say that's leading Chicago right now as far as quality.
Queer people and Rico Shy.
Women as a whole.
Women.
I want to go to the liquor store.
No, Lil Blessing. Lil Blessing too.
Out west.
Yeah, out west.
Out west.
Bree had to, she gotta make sure she say that.
I'm an advocate, and I'm from over east. I'm from, you know what I'm saying. I'm a big supporter of out west.
I love when people making good. I love to see people doing good. I can't say there's nothing I listen to though, but I love people doing good.
Cause you know what I like about out west rap, most part, I can't name not one bad rap. Like now, whether or not hits, that's a different story. But when it comes to rap quality, consistent rap quality, I'm giving it out. I'm giving it to the out west.
Hey, Cindy, we need that. We need that meme. We need that meme when dude he be like with the cup in his hand and they turned it.
I'm with Cody. I love my people, but I can name some bad out west rappers.
Every time somebody say something cap, I just need you to bring dude up here.
Well, I mean, when I think of out west, I think of Chris Crack, I think of DCG, I think of SG Batman.
Batman cold.
Yeah,
I think he's probably the best.
When I think of out west right now, it's pretty much a Fonzo 6700. Wow.
I think out of all the rappers out west, the most talented in his new ways that's coming out to me is SG Batman. I think he has real star potential because he has a personality. He has energy on stage when he performs, and the music is not bad.
It's consistent.
Yeah.
I love 2000 Flow. That's my shit.
And then I'm gonna say Flex Sinatra. I feel like Flex Sinatra got it too. He has probably because mainly he has.
I haven't heard of him.
He
you
has.
never heard of Flex?
No, I've never heard of him.
Yeah.
So you can put Out West up a couple more points.
You know, Flex be throwing shots at me and shit on podcasts, but I'm still advocate for his music.
Oh, we talked about that already.
Yeah.
Not too much on what's the word.
Yeah.
Not too much. No.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be one to cop black, but I ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? But
as far as the mainstream go, though, it's still Southside. As far as the mainstream go, like I still give it the Southside for now.
I think Chicago hip hop is not really on shit right now though.
I disagree. I think let me tell you my point though. I think as a national hip hop writer, I think that we are on more shit compared to everything else that's happening right now in hip hop. Like the main reason why I'm focusing on a lot of Chicago in my writing and things of that nature is because it's so much excitement. When you look at Chicago in its totality right now, it's so many exciting stories and exciting things, which are, like I said, led by the women folk. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of exciting stuff. I still think we're changing, we're figuring it out, we're transforming and things of that nature. But that's exciting. I think we are compared to a lot of the stuff that's happening in the mainstream in total. Because a lot of that stuff is like a lot of mainstream rap right now is really boring. You know what I mean? Like I love Gunna's new project. Check out my review of Gunna and Thug's project on Rolling Stone, by the way. I love
Rolling Stone.
Rolling Stone.
Shout out to Mark.
Gunna's project. I love it's a lot of interesting projects that I like right now. And even in R&B, like, you know, that's dope. But especially that's fire. R&B right now is on fire. But as far as what Chicago's doing hip hop wise, I think we're at a time where we have a lot of fresh sounds and a lot of cool sounds, especially like I said, from the women with this juke, especially with this juke wave going on. And what you don't like about Chicago right now?
I feel like you giving them their flowers, so I'm giving their flowers, but when I'm giving their flowers, and I think I'll probably have the same sentiment and feel how you feel about it, it's not music. I think we have more character. I like the stories, but I like the stories of the individuals more than I like the music they put out. So these, like, even like the Little Blessings, the Mellow Bucks, like the stories, their character, when you're around them, just seeing who they are, what they doing, they grind, like seeing that. The transparency of it, like back then it was like you couldn't really get close up to a lot of rappers unless you was like in the streets or, you know what I'm saying, like that. Now it was like they at the video shoots, they out kicking it, you seeing them in the club, they pulling up to this and that, so you getting to really get to know them. You know what I'm saying? Like the transparency of their story and their character, so it makes you easier to want to root for them. But the music that they're delivering ain't really shit. Hold on. That's
don't say it's not shit.
I say it ain't really. That's what I say. I'm gonna scale that back. It ain't really shit. It's not up to par where you can say that we have a wave musically.
I'm waiting on some follow-ups. That's just me.
I'm waiting on some projects.
Because they're getting
projects. I'm waiting on the follow-ups.
Because they're getting these looks, like Mello got the Lotto look, she got the Cali look, but it's her character, what she stands for, the culture, her story around her is keeping her relevant. It's not her track.
Do you think part of that has to do with them not have, you know, a lot of the artists have people who develop them? Do you think that maybe that's what they're lacking and it's not necessarily the music?
I feel like we're watching artist development in real time.
Mm-hmm. Like we're able to actually see it.
We're seeing in development. So usually what happened in hip hop is like, yo, you develop, you put some records out. We don't put this out. We just keep developing you until we get the sound right now. Right now, since there's nobody in that type of system, they all independent. Right now, it's just like I'm just releasing music. You're watching my development. You're watching me from my style going from here to here. You know what I mean? Like you're watching my music videos go from here to here, real time transparency. You know what I mean?
So do you think that they need that though? Do you think that they may need someone to come in, or they should hire someone to come in and be like, look, let me help you get to that next level?
I just think we don't have like superstars.
Yeah.
But it's like they're they can be superstars, right? But the time and energy it takes and the patience to become a superstar, I don't think no one in our city has it. Like our city, that's from radio personalities all the way down to musicians. Like
Fired.
we all want things so quick. We a hustling city.
Attacked.
So every opportunity, everything that we do, we hopping on it. So if I'm getting an opportunity to be a performer on the stage, I'm on it. If I get an opportunity to be on this song, I'm on it. If I'm being in this video, I'm on it. Like I'm not. It's like I'm not withholding no music. I'm not withholding anything. I'm doing. And so there's no real clear cut plan of what they're trying to become and be. You know what I'm saying? So then, and that's what we just getting. We just getting them developing and figuring it out in real time. So I can see all these artists right now that's busting right now. They got a little juice right now. I say you give them a year, and maybe they might turn into that star that we're looking for. They might turn into that household name that we're looking for. People might be playing their music in mainstream stuff. So they eventually gonna get it. Right now,
what do you think that they need to get to that level?
Just mature. They just got to be outside a little bit more. That's all.
But you just told them they can't be outside all the time. You literally just said that.
I ain't saying they can't be outside all the time. When you maturity and being outside doesn't mean just being outside the streets in the mix. That just mean me around different people or different things that can help you grow. Like different meetings, different people that's gonna give you game. Are you gonna soak in that game? I mean,
I think that's what most of our artists that we're looking at are doing right now. Though.
You say that's what most of them are doing?
I feel like that's what most of them are doing right now.
Right. So that's why I feel like it's still like how you say they know superstar. It's still their artist development. Like none of them are ready. Like if I had a label right now and I had $100 million, like if I had $1 million or something like that, had a budget right now, it's only a handful of them that I would sign because a lot of them I don't see no ROI on.
No what?
No ROI.
Can everybody hear me?
Return on my investment.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't think.
Preston, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. And this is really
okay.
It's a very few, and I might do a write up on it. But there's a very few that I feel like you can get some type of return on your investment on.
But a lot of labels are signing artists based off of one song. Like we're seeing because they want, like I've heard this, that labels will sign an artist because of a single or because of, I don't know how true that is, but so then I'm wondering, like, then if they get signed, where does that artist development come in if they're only signing them for that? Like, I don't know if
that goes back to understanding the game. You don't sign to a label to artist development. You sign a deal with a major label in 2023 to amplify what you already got going on, right? So it's like signing like podcasters signing a deal, right? Like you already then built your brand, you got your following and all that. Then now when you sign to Revolt or when you sign to iHeart or you sign to Barstools or some shit like Willie and Gallo them did. It's like you already built your brand. They just amplify it. Like when Joe Budden signed to Spotify, it's like I already built the brand. You're amplifying. That's the same thing with a label. Like label's not here to develop you. The label is here to you. You're doing something that we like. You're taking away from our market share already. Like your listens and what you provide is taking away what we already got signed. So instead of you like television, like instead of you doing your own thing, taking away our viewership and our listenership, we just gonna get money with you.
And there's only really nowadays, but so many artists who like like Flyana Boss, for example, they've been signed since 2020, I believe, or 2021, and like they've
Who
been
are
kind
they
of on the
signed to?
low for a little bit, huh?
Who are they signed to?
I forgot. I gotta look back up and
I
see.
didn't
I
know
gotta
they
look
were
back up and see.
signed.
Who?
Flyana Boss.
Flyana Boss. They were signed since they
The girl
were
that be
signed
running.
from my yeah. They were signed for about a good 2 years before that song we see now dropped. You know, so there are a lot of artists that are kind of low key signed that are just kind of like developing themselves and things of that nature. But as far as that big push, that's you got that's on the artist.
I think it really just
That's on
depends
the artist.
on what. I feel like you have artists that you can see like, oh, they're raw. They just don't have the backing. And then you have artists that have the backing, so they're able to lay their what.
No, they just trash. I was thinking like the ones
Right.
that
You have artists that have the backing, they have a cult following, but they're not that good of an artist. Like their music not like
Yeah,
they got a cult following, but their music just don't pop. Like you can't put it on radio, you can't submit it to playlists, you can't like put it on placements, things like that. Like they just have a cult following. They continue to make music because they're consistent. So people are gonna keep coming back. Kind of they're more so influencers instead of artists type thing. So I think when it
right.
comes down into a label, when a label look at you, if they say, oh, well, we know the only thing you need is A, B, C, and D, of course we're going to keep you on the low. We're going to get you working on your music. We're going to help develop you as an artist. And when it's time, that's when we're going to put you out and you're going to go crazy, i.e. fly on the boss. Because if
where
they
they from? What
um,
flying the boss from?
I forgot where they're from.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I just got up on them. They stole somebody Chipotle on the video.
That's hilarious. But no, they went to Disney World, they've been to Universal Studios, they be on the streets, people like on, or if you have just
Bree, let me ask you a question.
Uh-oh.
What's stopping a lot of Chicago and as far as this particular space we in right now? Specific, because there are a lot of creative women in Chicago. But as far as the women that exist in this particular space that y'all exist in, what stops a lot of them from being more creative in that sense?
When you say women, you mean like artists or you mean like influencers?
Artists.
Like, huh?
Artists, rappers.
What's stopping them? I just feel like being
and you can even speak on the men in that regard too.
Just them being different than everybody else. Like we can keep using Flyana Balls, for instance. Like you have a marketing tool where you just run down the street on all these different people's streets and you meet up with people and you go into all these big monumental places all over America and you're consistent with it. I think consistency is the key too. Of course people are gonna gravitate. People are gonna want to know who you are because I was like, okay, then the girl she be wearing like the leprechaun ears and stuff like things like that. Like you have to have something that draw people to you. And like Cody was saying, like you gotta have that story too. I feel like consistency and having that story is what really gonna set you apart from everybody else. But also, I feel like with Chicago artists, like we see a wave, and instead of us just trying to be original or be us in our own artistry on whatever that wave is, because this wave might be the wave that just take off instead of just being your own artist.
Cause that's one of the things I noticed when it comes to your show. What's the buzz? A lot of those artists that I hear, and I listen to it every week faithfully.
I appreciate it.
And of course. And my thing with a lot of those, there'd be some slaps on there. There'd be a lot of good shit. But the only thing with a lot of those artists seem like they're making music to fit a mold or to fit a bit. Like, you know how you go to college and say, oh, you got to be at this skill, you got to be having this skill to be marketable. I feel like a lot of artists are making music to fit a mold, to be marketable, rather than making something that's coming out of their heart. And it starts to sound, and when you do that, it sounds very blah. Like a lot of shit sounds the same, neither good nor bad. Just it's the just literally just everyday extra regular. It's a lot of extra regular ass niggas in Chicago. You know what I'm saying?
Extra regular
Like,
is insane. But no, I agree.
it's a lot of niggas that's just extra regular. You know what I mean? It's a lot of extra
right?
regular
You're talking about musicians, right?
artists. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to put that out there because I'm chopping this clip up and put it out there.
It's not, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's really and I'm not talking about the cream of the crop. Now, this don't apply to anybody whose name I ever mentioned or things of that nature. If I ever share your shit, this don't apply to none of that. Like, that's the cream of the crop. I feel like the Cashmeres, the GCGs, all that. That's like some shit that's worth listening to. There's a lot of the stuff that's taking off right now locally. I feel like it's stuff that's legitimately worth listening to. But a lot of this other shit, even a lot of this drill shit, a lot of this shit is extra regular. Ain't no personality. It's like you trying to fit a mold that Lil Durk crafted out that you ain't never gonna fit. Like the G Herbos and all those guys that came out in 2012. It's like these guys are the Walt Disney and the Coca-Cola of drill. You ain't never gonna be that. They have already, have laid that down and did it. You're never going to be like that. You're never going. That's over with.
Mm-hmm.
That, you know what I'm saying? They're the Polo G's and all those guys. These are even King Von. King Von album. King Von been dead for 3 years, and his album better than a lot of motherfuckers on the mainstream right now. We're gonna tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I want Chicago. I want a lot of these up and coming Chicago rappers to stop being extra regular. Stop trying to fit a mold. Stop trying to be Lil Durk. Stop using so much damn auto tune, smoothing out your vocals. Stop trying to fit. Yeah, stop trying to fit niggas that's not gonna buy your music. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to and make the stuff that's in your heart. Like, obviously, read magazines, see what's going on, see what's taking off out here, study the market. Please study the market. You know what I mean? Read these publications. Read about these Chicago artists who's actually getting written about. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of artists that's being written about right now in Pitchfork and all these other magazines, you know what I'm saying, that a lot of people, even in this space, aren't particularly talking about. But you know what they're doing? They're making unique sounding music. Like Chris Crack and all them, you know what I'm saying? Like Def C and people like that. As a matter of fact, we really need to bring this shit back to hip hop. You know what I mean? Let's motherfucking do some hip hop shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we really need. Motherfuckers need to go back to hip hop. G Herbo went back to hip hop. Lil Durk went back to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop trying to fit. Stop trying to be 2012. That's not gonna happen again, nor that shouldn't. Just be you, fam. Be hip hop. That's what hip hop is all about, man. It's 50 years, man. Be yourself. Make the music that's in your heart. You know.
I like that for you and for all the artists. That was dope.
That motherfucker, that boy was just spitting. That's gonna be a social media clip. So I
for real, man, because that's what I love. That's what I love about Chicago music. That's what I love about us. That's what I love about Mouse Couture. These motherfuckers. That's what I love about the women. These motherfuckers is straight street. They coming how they are. They coming how they are. And Fendi is coming how she is. Like, that's why I feel like it's the next hits are gonna come from right now. The next hit record is either gonna come from Lil Blessing, DCG, or a woman. And I feel like it's only as long as the women keep cracking that hammer, keep cracking that whip, keep going, some gonna shake. Fendi cracked the damn top 25.
Fendi on Billboard.
I want Blessing Liquor Store to take off so bad. I want it to take
that
off.
Needs to take off. That liquor store, that needs to take off. That song is so good. It's still good. It came out last year. That shit make you want to go. It make you want to go to the liquor store. And what I love about it, but let me, I'll fuck that. Fuck what Cody talking about. The reason why I love liquor store is because it epitomizes so much fun. You know what I mean? It's bringing it's bringing back Chicago fun. You know what I'm saying? Like even what OG Steve-O's doing right now. You know what I mean? Like you know, the stuff coming out of No More Heroes. Like let's keep the streets. Like, you know what I mean? Chicago always gonna be street. Because Chicago is a gangster city from the rooter to the tutor, even the politicians. Everybody come from some form of, except for me, everybody come from some form of a gang. Even the politician culture, you know what I mean? Half these politicians come from gangs. So that's always going to be in Chicago heart. But we ain't got to do this extra shit. You know, let's make the music that's epitomizes Chicago fun and get the girls coming out and, you know what I mean, and doing their thing and fuck it, let's keep going. By the way, I love Cashmere's "Fuck the Ops," man. That's been my theme song for the past couple days.
My man,
Cashmere
you went on this whole,
with it.
you just went on this whole damn tangent about positivity and changing the gangster shit. And
they gonna say I like fuck the
Ops. Mark,
you wanna know why? Because you wanna know why I support women rapping about killing people? Because it don't manifest the same way. Yeah, I'm a big advocate for women rapping and making music about killing people. Because the thing about women is I got a lot of women. You see, I got a lot of women homegirls and a lot of women friends and women family members. I grew up a single mother, all that. Once you be around enough women and you listen to them long enough, you understand why some of these women out here killing people. What's the reason why 90% of the reason women in jail right now over a nigga? Go out and talk to one of these hypes. You ever talk to one of these female hypes in the street, how they got hooked on drugs? A nigga. A lot of you want to know what's a lot of these women be certain situations because of a nigga. So it be certain situations. I understand why. And look at all this stuff happening in America right now with women. Look at it. Just look at it. Look at what's happening in America. That would make you want to kill. We are lucky right now that women ain't get up and kill us all. Cody, me and you lucky we ain't. You better be lucky Bree ain't just wake up and chop your ass up right now.
Okay.
Cut your beard off and shit for no reason. We are thankful.
So
shit. We all give women a hard shit.
I would have monetized this live stream.
I'm just saying. We all give women a hard time. I'm not gonna lie.
I have bills to pay. So I don't want to talk about women killing nobody.
Oh my God, that was
But that's the reason why. But that's the reason why the music comes, because it's coming from a real place of frustration. Whereas the men rap about. See, the women can handle being on wax and talking about each other. The men, as soon as you say something about a man, pop, pop, pop. Next news: 30 people got shot.
This is true.
You know what I'm saying? Like so. Because it's hot. Shit, I cut off all the fans in the house, so the fans you won't be hearing all the fans through the on the live and everything like that.
And you just went on this.
You know,
I resonate with what you're saying, brother. I resonate with what you're saying. Everything you said is true. Shout out to the artists we named. We talked about Cashmere. I fuck with Cashmere heavy. Fuck with Lil Blessing. I wish him the best of luck, and I do agree with what you mean with the Liquor Store record. To me, it's not the best record, but I love what it epitomizes as far as like having fun. And I think that if we can have a record like that come out of Chicago, I think people like D-Lo and Stunt Taylor and Sicko Mod walked so Blessing can run.
What do y'all think of Lucky?
What?
I want to ask y'all something right now. What do y'all think of Lucky?
Do we have time to talk about Lucky?
No, we don't have time to talk about Lucky. But I do want to invite Mark back to the next live because I do feel like you add a little spice. So I like it. You know how you come on.
walking so Blessing can run is insane.
Nah, because that's all like all that whole West Side music's always been fun. From Sicko Mod to Stunt Taylor, like all the fun. Think about all the fun songs that didn't really have anything about killing motherfuckers outside of Spenzo Wife. And I'm trying to think, did he talk about killing people in that? All came from out West. Think about it.
That bopping shit. Oh, that shit was like,
Even
yeah.
before Bopper, look at Twister. Twister made all the smooth tracks. Fucking Do or Die. Like all the little smooth
all that
fun tracks came from out West.
So you can say Twister, but say it like D-Lo.
No, because I feel like Lil Blessing, all he did was take the combination of it both. He took that fun hype, that bopping, like turn up sound that D-Lo stunt and all of them was Sicko Mob and all of them was making, and added a little bit more, I want to say trap, like grit trappy to it. And you get
trappy sounds good. Trappy sounds about right.
You get a little trappy, so you get a little stuff. But yeah, that's all really come from that. You know what I'm saying? Because Fifi on the Blockers is something that your kids can sing. I want to go to a liquor store. You don't want your kids singing that. See what I'm saying?
Okay, I'll let you have that.
They will though.
Nah, that's gonna get bleeped out on the radio. Yeah. But shout out to Chicago winning all the way around. I like I say, I like the stories and the people that's coming around, what we seeing. I even like how we can relate to it. Mark, I like that breakdown of you, how you just made that. And I think it's gonna be interesting to cover this whole movement.
We just need more project. Now we need to see where are these women or all these artists are gonna go when they drop albums. So that's what I feel like we need more of in particular. We need more album artists. You get what I mean? More project artists.
If they drop an album in a project.
Because that's my only thing.
We gonna see. Well, everybody, I thank y'all for joining us on the live today. This was an amazing conversation. I learned a lot, and I learned how to do this for the next one. We might have to run this back next week. What you think, Bree?
Yeah, bring Mike back and Jay.
Let's do it next week.
I appreciate that.
Let's get it in. It's Cody Mac, Bree Specific, my
boy
Mark.
What's the Buzz Radio?
What's the Buzz Radio?
We don't
every Tuesday. Submit y'all records right now. And we out.
All right.
This shit was fun.